Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 areas to look at so you can have flawless and smooth operations on your layout. Let's have a look. So off we go. The first tip is add momentum to your locomotives. See in the background as one locomotive comes to a halt and the other one accelerates, but just adding a little bit of momentum, this happens so much more smoothly. And also your cars don't jitter behind the locomotive when you're accelerating and decelerating. And best of all, it's totally free to do and you can do it today. Second tip is pay extra attention when you're designing your layout. There's a few things you really want to look out for when designing your layout to ensure your operations will be smooth. First off, as you see in the background, is the onset of the gradient. So how quickly do you go from horizontal to a certain grade? If this does not happen gradual enough, then especially your steam locomotives will not like this. Then S-curves, you also want these to be very gradual and with the longest amount of straight between the two curves as possible, especially if you're running modern day 80-foot cars and long passenger cars. During the construction of your layout, you really want to keep an eye out if everything is still level. The last thing you want is to uncouple your car just to let it roll down the mountain. Talking about construction and track planning, do it as accurate as you can. Take your time, get the right tools, and you will succeed. I'm not the most accurate person, and I don't have a whole lot of experience, but I did, I think, a good job, and I almost never have derailments. Touch wood. And I said, get good tools. Don't go cheap on the tools. It's just going to bite you in the end. The next very important item are couplers. Especially have a switching layout, you want to have them all of at least the same brand and ideally also from the same type. So in my layout, 100% of the couplers are Kadee and about 90% of them are this 158 scale head metal coupler with metal whiskers. And don't forget to, while you're at it, adjust the couplers if needed. So just to prove how good it works if you do have all the same type of coupler, well here I did the test. I put all the cars and spaced them out ½ inch and then I coupled them all together. Let's go in forward direction and see if it worked. Yes, it did. Let's do that same test, but at an even slower speed. I sped up the footage here a bit, otherwise it would take too long. So let's move the train forward and see, did it couple? Yes, it did. The challenge is not to couple fast, but slow and gentle, as in this video. So while I was confident with the couplings, I did the same test in a curve. 3 of them, whole and behold, did not couple. They did line up correctly, so I just had to nudge them gently towards the center of the track, but all in all, I think this is a good result. My experiences with different types of couplings from different brands is absolute nightmare to couple in a curve. So now we talked about couplers and coupling, let's uncouple. For this, I use the cheapest barbecue bamboo skewer I can find on the market. It's important to get a really cheap one because you're going to use it a lot and you don't want to spend too much money. Here you see it in action. It's really easy to do. Let me just give a little close up. I will say I got a bit lucky on this uncoupling string right here. It's 3 for 3 because sometimes it can get a bit jiggly, especially if you can't really see where the coupling is. It's just blindsiding it. Another way to uncouple is through the uncoupling magnets that Kadee provides. Here you see the Kadee Magnet with the Kadee Couplers. It actually works quite smooth. I must say so myself. That said, I prefer to use these magnets where I must. So somewhere in the back of the layout where you can't really reach, or in a part of the layout where you can't even see. And then, of course, there is cleaning. Clean track work, and don't forget to clean the wheels of your locomotives. That is very essential for smooth running and smooth operations. Another item we didn't discuss yet is put enough feeders on your track, and if you believe in it, to use frog juicers. I do. Really just to ensure that every piece of track and metal that comes in contact with the wheels is powered and can provide the DCC signal. And lastly, but certainly not least, is get your cars to the appropriate scaled weight. This is the most effective way to reduce the jittering of your rail cars at slow speed or when you decelerate, and also to get these couplings correct time after time. This will really reduce the bounce of your couplings that they don't connect because the cars are too light. Check out my video number 33 to hear more benefits from having the correct scaled weight and to see which weight you will need for your cars. So that was it. If you get these 6 areas correct, then your operations will be very smooth. Have a look at my Patreon website if you like what we do and you want to support us. Don't forget to subscribe and like as well. That also helps tremendously. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.